Week 3 expands on what we covered in week 2. So, week 2, we did select statements from one table. And in week 3, you are going to learn how to do a select and pull columns from more than one table. So, this gets into relating tables. And how we relate our tables is through a primary key in one table and a foreign key in another table. So we are going to be taking a look at those relationships. And in the key points, I included a lot of graphics because I'm kind of visual, and that's, to me, easier to understand. And we talk about the different types of joins. So a join basically is connecting the primary key in one table and the foreign key in another. So an inner join, you can see it's only interested in rows that intersect. Okay. In a left join, it's going to include everything from the first table and only rows that match in the second table. Okay, and then you can see a right join is kind of the opposite. It's including everything from the second table and only rows that match in the first table. Okay, so these graphics are to help you understand what these different joins are doing. Okay, and then we kind of go through and show you some examples, and there are links so that you can try these out. And what I like to do, at least when I do this in class, is this is an inner join. So it's very restrictive. It's only going to be including things from both tables. So if you maybe wanted to change this to left, we'll see if it changes the number of rows. So that's got 196. And in this case, it did not. See if a full join changes it. Oh, it did not like it when we tried to do a full join. So some of these commands at these sites are hard-coded in, and they don't really let you change them. Okay, so you can go ahead and try and play with them, but if you get a little error message, it doesn't mean you did anything wrong. It just means that they've hard-coded the command at the site, and you can't change it. So anyway, if you go through and run these, you should have some idea of what these different joins do. And in the textbook assignment, this is really designed for you to become even more familiar with how those different joins work. And again, there's videos for each one. And we have several tasks here. And then by the time you're done with this, you will have a much better idea of how the different joins works, and also how unions and intersects work. Then you get down to the lab assignment. And so the lab assignment is more free format. You are going to make up your own join. And so at this point, you do need to be more familiar with primary and foreign keys and how to identify whether you can join tables or not. And the video goes through and explains some of this to you. And so as you go through here, you'll notice that you are going to be creating your own queries, your own join statements. I'm not giving you join statements. I'm giving you examples, but I don't want you to key in my examples. I want you to do your own. Okay, so you can do something similar, but don't do the exact same thing because this is supposed to be um, your learning. I already know how to do these, so you need to learn how to do it. And copying what I have is not going to help you learn this. Okay, so these are examples, and you can do something similar. When you're done with each of the assignments, you will have a SQL file that you will be uploading to the Dropbox. Okay, and we are only doing one chapter this week because we do have a unit test. It's on the first 4 chapters. And these unit tests are open book and they are open note. They do not have a time limit, but you can only take it once. So the best strategy is to use the resources in this class, to use the book, to use the lecture demo notes, and look up answers that you're unsure of. Do not Google for the answers, because if you Google for them, you're probably going to get them wrong. So make sure you are using the resources from this class, and you should do well on this unit test. And then again, I've got resources down here. If you are confused about using joins or using the order by clause or the where clause, doing calculations, there are YouTube videos that you can watch on all of those. If you have any questions about material for this week, please ask, and have a great week.